wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Steelers beat the Browns. The Saints beat the Giants. Dolphins beat the Jets. The Vikings beat the Falcons. The Buccaneers beat the Raiders. The Jaguars beat the Titans. The Eagles beat the Panthers. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. The 49ers beat the Bears. The Chiefs beat the Chargers. The Rams beat the Bills. And then Monday Night Football tonight, the Bengals take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's
at
go,
8:15 p.m.
The road to the Super Bowl is still open for the Dallas Cowboys, baby. We in the hunt.
No, it's not.
We in the hunt.
No.
We are in the hunt.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. And we got to salute, Juan Soto. Juan Soto, previous New York Yankee, he just did a new deal with the Mets, the biggest contract in sports history, $765 million for 15 years.
Why would he? I was wondering, though, why would he leave the Yankees to go play for the Mets, especially being that the Yankees just went to the World Series?
Well, the Yankees only offered him.
What you mean? Don't say. First of all, you about to say something stupid.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Only offered him what? $760 million? Only envy? Really?
For 16 years.
And the Mets offered him $765 for 15.
Well, one is $47 million a year, one is $51 million a year.
But it's just a $5 million difference. My point is, why would you leave
Just
somebody?
a $5 million difference? That's a lot of money.
When you got $760 and you just left, you just was playing for a team that was in the World Series the year before.
Yeah, he has a chip already. He might probably just doing it for the money. Who knows? And the Mets might be planning a bigger squad.
Or the Mets got a harder route because they got to go through the Dodgers every year.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even watch baseball and I know that.
You know that.
So I'm just saying, like, why? I'm saying why leave a storied franchise like the Yankees that just went to the World Series last year? You know.
Hey, I'm a Yankees fan. I would have preferred him on the Yankees, but he decided to go elsewhere. All right, well, let's jump in some front page news. Morgan is on vacation, and Mimi Brown is filling in. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, NV, Charlamagne, Jess. How y'all doing?
Good.
Blessed, black, and highly favored, Mimi.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Okay, let's jump right into it. So, a nationwide manhunt is entering its 6th day this morning for the gunman responsible for the shooting death of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. Now, the FBI has joined the search and is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest and conviction. Meanwhile, the NYPD is releasing additional photos of the suspect and increasing patrols along the Mexican and Canadian borders. Now, investigators, they believe the gunman left New York City by bus shortly after the shooting on Wednesday. And over the weekend, police, they recovered a backpack in Central Park. They found a Tommy Hilfiger jacket and some Monopoly money inside. And so speaking to reporters over the weekend, Mayor Eric Adams, he said that he hinted that investigators may know the suspect's identity, but are not releasing that information. Let's hear what Mayor Eric Adams had to say.
We don't want to release that now. If you do, you're basically giving a tip to the person we're seeking, and we do not want to give him an upper hand.
I believe I think they're going to release some news this morning. When I drove by there yesterday, and I haven't seen that much activity and cameras outside of the Hilton. I mean, there must be at least 20 news cameras out there. So they must be thinking about doing a release statement or something this morning because there was so many people there last night.
All I know is $50,000. They need to increase this reward money. You got to adjust for inflation. Okay.
What?
Charlamagne, they did. They added, NYPD added $10,000. So now the total is $60,000.
Nah, they got to make it like $250,000. Sweeten the pot.
What else we got,
that.
Mimi?
Oh. All right, and so moving to our next story, President-elect Donald Trump is making a very strong statement in his first TV interview since winning re-election. In a 45-minute interview on NBC's Meet the Press, Trump says he wants the people who investigated him to go to jail, including the lawmakers who led the investigation into the January 6th Capitol attack. Let's listen to exactly what Trump had to say.
And Cheney was behind it. And so was Benny Thompson and everybody on that committee. For what they did, honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think
I think everybody anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that.
So it begins.
Yes,
so it
we
begins.
knew that though.
I'm looking for revenge all summer 2025. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, and in response to Trump's comments, there are reports that Biden is considering some preemptive pardons for some of those lawmakers before Trump takes office. And some of the names that are possibly being include former White House chief medical advisor Anthony Fauci, Liz Cheney, of course, and Senator-elect Adam Schiff. And as you may recall, the January 6th committee, they did find that Trump encouraged his supporters to commit violence in effort to stay in power after losing the election in 2020. And during this interview, Trump also discussed his plans to pardon those rioters. Let's listen to that.
I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking
Can
first day.
issue these pardons.
These people have been there, how long is it, 3 or 4 years?
Okay.
By the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open.
So you telling me Biden can't pardon everybody in federal prison for a nonviolent drug offense? If you don't want to do all drugs, how about nonviolent weed offense? If you're in federal prison for a nonviolent weed offense right now, you telling me President Biden can't pardon you, especially being that he was the architect of the 86 Anti-Drug Abuse Act and the 94 crime bill? Like, if you're talking about pardoning all of these other people and you hear Trump saying he's going to pardon January 6 rioters, how about you do some real good before you leave office and pardon everybody that's in federal prison right now for a nonviolent drug offense? At the least a nonviolent marijuana offense.
Yeah, absolutely, Charlamagne. And Trump is also very, very outspoken about his immigration agenda. And in the same conversation with NBC's Kristen Welker, he doubled down on his commitment to ending birthright citizenship, which, by the way, is protected by the 14th Amendment. He also stated that children born in the U.S. Could be deported if their parents are in the country illegally. Let's hear Trump on immigration.
I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you're going to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out like, this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
Trump is wild. How do you deport citizens? He's like, hey, well, look, if you want to go stay with your family, we're going to deport you with your family. That's crazy.
Damn.
All right, well.
Yeah, he's saying everybody can go. So, absolutely.
All right, well, that is front page news. Thank you, Mimi.
Yep, coming up, we'll talk about why Amazon delivery, if you're not getting your service, it may be because you're in a section that does not get, Amazon's not paying for that section. We'll talk about that.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, with some quick NFL sports. The Steelers beat the Browns. The Saints beat the Giants. The Dolphins beat the Jets. The Vikings beat the Falcons. The Jaguars beat the Titans. The Eagles beat the Panthers. The Buccaneers beat the Raiders. 49ers beat the Bears. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. The Rams beat the Bills. And the Chiefs beat the Chargers. And in Monday Night Football, the Bengals take on the Cowboys at 8:15. And we got to salute Juan Soto, the biggest contract in professional sports. He signed with the Mets 15 years for $765 million.
I really can't wait till somebody talks to him and just ask him. I just want to know, why did he leave the Yankees? The Yankees offered him $760. Mets offered him $765. Yankees just went to the World Series last year. I wonder what was he not happy about that he walked away from the Yankees?
Don't know. Good question. But good morning, Mimi. Mimi is filling in for Morgan. What's up, Mimi?
Hey, NV. All right, y'all. So listen, if you live in certain parts of Washington, D.C. and wonder why your packages are being delayed, it might be because Amazon doesn't offer its fastest delivery service in your neighborhood. So D.C.'s Attorney General Brian Schwab is suing Amazon for allegedly hiding the fact that it does not provide prime delivery service in two primarily black zip codes. Now, that's affecting about 50,000 prime members, many of whom rely on the service due to local store access. Now, Schwab says at the heart of the case is the fact that Amazon is continuing to charge customers for prime service without disclosing that they don't deliver there. So, and he put out a statement, and in that statement, it says that Amazon is charging tens of thousands tens of thousands of hardworking Ward 7 and Ward 8 residents expedited delivery service it promises but does not provide. And while Amazon has every right to make operational changes, it cannot covertly decide what $1 means in one zip code than it means in another zip code. So the lawsuit is demanding that Amazon stop misleading its practices. They want them to pay the damages to affected customers and face penalties. But meanwhile, Amazon is maintaining that it is transparent with its customers and continues to prioritize safety and delivery accuracy.
I just want Amazon to start dropping off the packages directly at the door. Like, we have a sign that clearly says, do not leave packages at the fence. So I don't know why they keep doing that. And it's like they leave it right under the sign. So I know you saw the sign.
Yeah.
Why don't you just...
Because it's easy. Or they probably running late because they do that to me all the time, too. And I can't stand it because I'm always thinking somebody's going to steal my package outside the gate.
Yeah.
But,
and it's a bunch of kids, though. Like, it's a bunch of young delivery people that they hire who don't take that stuff serious.
And they need to have Amazon, something on their car that says Amazon because they be pulling up in all types of vehicles.
I'm talking about what? Yeah.
Yep.
They sure do. All right, well, switching gears to Florida, where prosecutors plan to clear up 2,600 convictions of people arrested for buying crack cocaine from the Broward County Sheriff Office between 1988 and 1990. Now, the Florida State Supreme Court, they called this practice outrageous in a 1993 ruling, saying it violated people's rights, but nothing was ever done about it. And now a recent audit, they found that convictions are still on people's criminal records, causing people to be denied housing, jobs, and more. The defense attorney in the case, he says that the people who were arrested, they were not dealers. They were battling addiction, and they were being unfairly targeted in a sting operation. And he's also pointing out that the sheriff office sold these drugs to these people within 1,000 feet of a school, so the penalties would be greater. So we're just hoping that they get that cleared up because a lot of people were saying they can't get housing, they can't get anything that they need because they have this criminal record that they shouldn't have. And go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, Mimi.
All right, and so finally today, a jury, they will resume deliberations in the trial of former Marine Daniel Penny. Now, that's the man who was accused of causing the death of Jordan Neely, the mentally ill homeless black man, by putting him in a chokehold in a Manhattan subway last year. Now, Penny claims he acted to protect passengers from Neely's threats. On Friday, the judge dismissed the top manslaughter charge after jurors said they were deadlocked. And now that leaves only the lesser charge of criminally negligent homicide for consideration. Defense attorneys they requested a mistrial. We'll see what happens today. We will definitely continue to watch this one.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah. And so that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit binnews.com.
Thank you,
All right.
Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.